And welcome back, folks. Okay, so we're going to get some supplies and I guess go see what this guy wants.
Hello?
Hello yourself. Who are you?
I'm Kamen, a hunter apprentice. Though I wish I could become a real hunter.
Why can't you?
I shouldn't be talking about this to an outsider. You wouldn't understand.
Tell me before I kick your head in, no. Tell me, I might surprise you.
I suppose there's no harm in it. It's not like you can help me. I've been an apprentice for too long. To become a true hunter, I must bring back the pelt of a beast I killed myself. A boar or a wolf or something. I wanted to hunt in the forest, but we're forbidden to enter because of the attack. But the real problem is Gaina.
Oh, Lord. Who's Gaina?
She's my heart's desire. I have asked for her hand, but she cruelly refuses it. She will not bond with an apprentice, she says, and calls me a child. I am no child. If I was a hunter, I could prove it, but I cannot hunt, and Gaina will never bond with me. I feel so helpless. I shouldn't have brought it up. Just leave me to my misery.
There must be some way to solve your problem.
You think I haven't thought about this? There's nothing I can do.
Did you really look? Perhaps I can talk to Gaina for you.
I suppose you could, but what good would that do? The situation hasn't changed.
I can be pretty persuasive.
Really? I'm willing to try anything.
That depends. What's in it for me?
I could reward you. I have a book of our history written in the common tongue. The keeper wrote it and gave it to my father before he died. If nothing else, you could sell it. It must be worth something in the human lands.
Fine, I'll do it.
Sirenas. Oh, ma Sirenas. I will pray to the goddess of love that you are successful.
Okay, then. Yeah, we'll go talk to Gaina first, and then we'll talk to those people.
Andiran Atishan, outsider.
You're Gaina, correct?
You spoke to him? What did he say?
He said that you refused to give him your hand.
Oh. I don't expect an outsider to understand our ways, but I just can't bond with Kamen. He's been a hunter apprentice for over 2 years now, and he's yet to slay a proper beast. Each time he's tried, something has gone wrong. Perhaps the creators do not wish us to bond. I cannot bond with an apprentice hunter, can I?
Why not? If you love him, it doesn't matter what he is, does it?
But what if he never becomes a proper hunter? What will become of our family?
Doesn't really matter. If you love him, then believe in him and help him succeed.
Oh, you are right! I have made poor Kamen miserable. No wonder he cannot complete his hunt. Mas Sirenas, thank you. You have helped me put this into perspective. I will go and speak to Kamen.
Good, then I can get my reward. An XP.
Kamen, I have been a fool.
Gaina? What do you mean? Have you changed your mind?
I have. The outsider has helped me to see that I was wrong. I have made you miserable, and I should not have.
But what about my hunt?
I don't care about that. I know you will pass your hunt in time, and we will be happy. Us and our children.
Thank you, Gaina. You've made me a happy man. I feel blessed by the gods today. We are both very grateful for the part you've played in bringing us together.
How marvelous you are. I am so happy.
This is so wonderful. Young love allowed to flourish.
Here, take the book. I hope it plays some part in your battle against the Darkspawn. It's the very least I can do.
I don't know, we will see. See, item received. What is this? I didn't get this last time. Where's it at? Where is it at? Oh, there it is. I'll have to look that up later. I'm curious on what that does. I wonder if you just sell it or if it has some other purpose. Okay then. They gave us a Codex update though. That's always good. Which we will eventually look at those. Let's go this way and back over here to the campfire. Let's talk to you.
Gaina and Cammon together, I see. Strange that you should take the time to involve yourself in that affair, of all things.
What do you know about the werewolves?
We know only what Zathrian has told us over the years. I never saw one myself until the attack.
How does one fight them?
The hunters say they have strength and speed far beyond what's ordinary, and are as tough as such beasts come. Like wolves, they hunt in packs so as to combine their strength. But in the end, a blade kills them as surely as it does any other. What you need to fear is their bite. If you're infected, you are done. Though not right away, and not all at once.
Let's see, what should we ask? If they're so mindless, how do they ambush you?
Some of us have wondered. The Keeper says they are simply cunning, that any beast can lie in wait. But this seemed more than that. It was planned. These are no simple beasts. Then the real question is why the Keeper would insist that it is not so.
Interesting. He must be hiding something. Why would he lie?
I do not believe he would. But even the wisest of men do not always see the truth in front of them.
Indeed.
Nor do they always wish to.
Choose this one.
As you know, they can shapeshift into wolves, allowing them to hide amidst the true wolves.
Is there any way to prevent being infected by their curse?
Other than not to get bitten? Not that I know of.
I see. That's enough for me.
Of course. You wish something else?
Oh, why can't we choose
Dareth
the other option
Shiro.
now? Let's talk to him again.
We few wanderers greet you, friend. We do not see many of our city brethren here in the woods. Would you help us break our fast?
I would like that.
Come then and sit. Join us by the fire.
Okay, it just went weird because...
I am Cyril, the clan's tale-teller. I understand you are venturing into the haunted forest to save our hunters. I suspect your efforts may be in vain. An entire group of our hunters went into the forest to do as you intend, and they have not returned.
If I'm lucky, maybe I can find them.
An outsider to the rescue, but of course. What were we doing trying to solve our own problems?
Your attitude is getting annoying.
Then perhaps I should be silent, and allow an outsider to decide our fate. Creators willing, they have been so kind to our people in the past.
You are being most unkind, Cyril. Would you refuse our hunters' help simply because of the hand that offered it?
You shame me, Lethalan. I have allowed my bitterness to cloud my better judgment. Forgive me, Grey Warden. It is most difficult to forget the lessons these Shemlen have taught us.
It is even more difficult when you live amongst them, trust me.
Perhaps I can yet make amends. Stay while I spin a tale for our children. And then I will tell you of the forest if you desire.
Yes, I'd like that.
Come and join us then, all of you.
Bah, the elf wants to tell stories. Do we truly have time for such drivel?
Not
I
really.
imagine an ancient being such as yourself would have many stories to tell,
Indeed. I have 30 years' worth of tales involving pastoral village life and being defecated on by pigeons. Riveting stuff.
And far more than that, I suspect. Now, what say we tell the story of the fall of the Dales? Which of you children knows that best?
I think I do.
Yes? Then come, child. Oh, don't be frightened of the outsiders. Now, where do you suppose such a tale should begin?
When we were slaves?
Yes. Long ago, our people were slaves to an empire the Shemlen had built on the darkest magic. They took away our history and our language and left us nothing. And then that empire fell. We were freed.
Because Andraste came with her army, and Shartan joined her.
Yes. Andraste, the Shemlen prophet, came out of the south and challenged the Tevinter Imperium. Our ancestor, Shartan, fought at her side. And when the rebellion came to an end, we were given a new homeland in the west, the Dales. We began to rebuild the culture and history we had lost in our years of slavery. We worshipped the creators and made the Dales our home. Perhaps you know what happened next, stranger. Do you know what happened to the Dales?
You were invaded by the humans.
Indeed. They resented that we would not worship their maker, and they resented our ways because they were so different from their own. The Shemlen nations grew cold towards the Dales. They called us blasphemers and tyrants, and declared war upon us, a great crusade.
It's a war. I can't even talk, I'm sorry. It's a war we started, I'm told.
Told by whom? A history that has been dictated by the victors, no doubt. Oh, I am certain we played a part in our downfall. We believed that the Shemlen would not revoke their prophet's gift so lightly. We were wrong. They took our lands, forcing us to abandon our gods and live as beggars in Shemlen cities. But there were those of us who refused to abandon our ways. They emblazoned the symbols of the creators upon their flesh and vowed to keep their ancient lore alive.
That's us. That's the Dalish.
Indeed, child. We chose to wander, homeless, rather than be ruled by the Shemlen. And all our clans wander alone until the day we have a homeland once more.
And we bring the old ways back to our people, because they have forgotten it all.
For we are the Dalish, the keepers of the lost lore.
The walkers of the lonely path.
We are the Elvenan, and never again shall we submit. And that is the tale of the Dales, stranger. Thank you for allowing us to tell it to you.
Thank you. I enjoyed it very much.
Perhaps one day you will tell us a tale of your people. A day when you are not guest and stranger, but savior. Now, as I said I would, I can tell you what I know of the Brisilian forest. Do you wish to hear it?
Yes, tell me of the forest.
Our legends say that before the Shemlen came, the Brisilian forest was a place of our ancestors that predated even our oldest homeland. The people of the Imperium came here and gave the forest its name. If they found traces of our ancestors, we cannot say. If they did, those elves were slain or enslaved. We know only that a great many battles were fought here. These trees grow upon the graves of those who fell, Shemlen and elves both.
And?
So much death in one place tore the veil into the beyond. The Shemlen know the beyond as the Fade, the place of dreams and spirits. When the veil is torn, spirits pass into our world freely. The legends say that one great spirit possessed the wolf that became Witherfang, who passed its curse of rage onto men and created werewolves.
Interesting. This Witherfang still exists today?
So Zathrian insists. He says that Witherfang does not age, as the werewolves do. Witherfang is as much spirit as it is beast, and thus it is immortal. Perhaps it cannot even be slain. At the very least, it is old and powerful, much as Zathrian himself.
So there is many spirits in this forest?
The forest is said to be haunted. Spirits possess the trees, the wolves, even the bodies of the dead. They yearn for true life, you see.
There were battles in the forest?
Who can say what value the Imperium placed on this land? And how many elves died here, in slavery? Even the barbarians, who came to overthrow the Imperium, fought and died on this soil.
How many werewolves are there?
No one knows. When the Shemlin lived in these parts, the curse would spread anew to a few of them with each passing year. They would run off into the forest, never to be seen again. Eventually, all the Shemlin left. One assumes the werewolves survive by passing their curse to their offspring. They have had no new blood. Until now, that is.
Have the hunters become more werewolves?
It is said that one or two have turned already, though the Keeper denies it. As for the rest, they will either die or turn, unless they are killed out of mercy. I would rather die than become a ravening, soulless beast. Wouldn't you?
That's all I need to know.
One last warning. The forest is like a thing alive. It changes as it wills, closing paths behind you and opening up new ones. Too many have become lost within, unable to find their way out. Were I you, I would endeavor not to make the forest my enemy.
Very well. I'll keep that in mind. Now, if we can adjust the camera properly, there we go. Let's talk to this guy.
Andera Natetian, stranger. I am Athras. I hope the others have not been too harsh in their treatment of you.
They have been a bit suspicious.
I would be the same in their place. They have just been attacked, after all.
Thank you,
It is not
Shells
our
Armitage.
intention to insult a Grey Warden. We are simply wrapped up in the plight of our hunters. It is easy to forget simple niceties at such a time. I understand you will search for the wolves in the Brazilian forest. I would join you, but Zathrian has forbidden me.
Forbidden you?
We are banned from entering the forest now. I have more cause than most, but I will not disobey my keeper.
Why do you want to enter the forest?
I suppose there's no harm in telling a fellow elf, but surely you have greater concerns than any problem of mine, no?
Not really. I like to hear about it.
Well, perhaps you could help me with it. I would certainly appreciate anything you could do. My wife Denilah and I both fought the werewolves in the ambush. She was injured so gravely, the curse spread rapidly in her. Zathrian fought hard to ease her pain, but there was little he could do. And though he says that Denilah is dead, he will not let me see her body. I am beginning to believe she became a werewolf, and that it is being kept from me so I do not go chasing after her.
And if she was a werewolf, and the elf chased her and then found her, what then? Sweet, blissful reunion?
I don't know. Maybe she would know me as her love, even still?
More likely she would love to eat you.
If I could just know if Denilah is alive, or what happened to her, then I could be at peace.
I will seek her out in the forest.
I have an amulet made by our craftsman. It's not much, but I would be happy to give it to you in return for any news.
Okay, folks, people are getting home, so I'm going to end the recording a bit early. Until next time, until then.